Trying my best here. Browns again. Right. Damn, that overpowered me. Okay. Playing on my stadium.
On EA Sports.
All right, cool.
And our focus is on George Pickens. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Steelers and the Browns on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Fuck.
He bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, this offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something, and that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So
damn it!
It behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe, but that's much easier said than done. You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Oh, shit. I'm getting attacked many different ways.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to
get up, baby.
When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, meanwhile,
Fuck off.
Intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
And at the 42-yard line here.
I'm getting attacked by multiple fucking triple different ways.
And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big play that time on a catch and run. 35 yards.
It may look routine when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route, and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offense of throwing short and running long.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And they got it inside the 10 and the 8. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Off the bootleg. Gibson eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Hi, my man. So.
And now out come the Steelers. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they... There he goes!
That should be it.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
No, really? Ah, fuck. You gotta keep going.
Quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. An off-balance throw there.
I knew that's not touchdown.
That's tremendous.
But I did anyway.
They were given following the turnover, but they've still got work
Give
to
him
do
a chance.
to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 3rd down and 10. Looking to throw. Gibson flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 23rd touchdown. Tying him with Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Johnson with a reception. Still going. Inside the 10, and in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
That was that one song, I Can't Survive.
You're exactly right. Thought momentum might have
They
been
did
shifting.
a good job of it. I like the Men in Black version better.
In this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just... Throwing to start the drive. Gibson, flush to his right. He's got him in, complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Oh, she was so overtime.
Halftime and what's been a
Yeah, there we
fairly
go, halftime.
one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the Chiefs who were able to come away with the home victory. Patrick Mahomes leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Elijah Mitchell with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Lamar Jackson, strong in the victory, as his guys run their record to 10-4 now with 2 weeks to go.
All right.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. On 1st and 10, Gibson escaping the pressure right. This will be caught downfield.
That's a bring. Ah, damn.
Big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 50 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with career touchdown number 75. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Ah, shit.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back.
I don't even know if I fucking did it or not.
The third quarter, the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way. Take some time.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
They definitely got it.
Down to the 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Russell Gage, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
Okay, I can keep it in. Ah, shit, it's only third quarter.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, no.
On first down.
Bad timing.
Gibson eluding the pressure right. Open man is Johnson.
Good timing, but bad timing.
Deontay Johnson. An 11-yard touchdown.
Yeah, you left him out. You're not taking drink.
It's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the
Scoop.
football. Next play.
Boogie, whatever.
Touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate, and you talk about what to do on your next
I got
series,
this.
and
I
all
got
of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is meant to.
And maybe like
prepare to
20
get
some
Is that what
seconds
he's yelling on the
left,
sidelines a
whatever.
lot of times?
that among
That's
other
longer than
things.
that.
Maybe some words we can't
Ugh.
share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he'll go down shy of
He's running the clock
41.
down.
7 yards there and a first down.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Turning on 9 o'clock,
Good
man.
enough for the first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now,
Really?
I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Second down in a yard. They hand this off to Harris. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the Steelers are going to have it first and goal as they take this down to about the 3. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead.
Oh,
Just
good Lord.
power
Come on,
football
come on.
there, down near the goal line.
You're killing me, Small.
Push his way across.
Yeah, they went
10.2.
Sometimes you have those big
He knows that
offensive linemen
reference.
come in
You're
after
killing me,
they look
Small.
like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Operating from the gun, Gibson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just handle their totals. Well, Charles, they had to capture the lead, and now it's
initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson flushed out right. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Gets past one man, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
Hey, babe.
Stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Hey, babe. Fuck you, man. Trade later, then.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.